What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, April 17th.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon.
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top DFS picks for today's MLB slate.
And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made.
Okay guys, we have a 5-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. I like Yu Darvish with a 25% pitching advantage over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yu Darvish, he's only giving up a .534 OPS versus lefties and a .553 OPS versus righties. He's facing 4 lefties, 5 righties. On top of that, the Dodgers have only hit 2 of his last 20 pitches. That's a .100 batting average. Yu Darvish is $9,900 FanDuel salary, and he's $500 less on DraftKings. He has an ERA of 3.06. His record is 1-0 so far this year, and he's pitching an average of 92 pitches per game, averaging 35 fantasy points per game on the season, and he scored 46, 40, and 20 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Yu Darvish here versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher position. I like Omar Narvaez with a 62% batting advantage over Trevor Cahill. Omar Narvaez, he's batting 24% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .764 OPS versus righties. And Trevor Cahill, he's pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, 38% worse than his pitch to righties, giving up a 1.008 OPS to lefties. Omar Narvaez is 2 for 8, batting a .250 batting average and a .650 OPS versus Cahill. He's $2,700 FanDuel salary, and he's $1,200 more on DraftKings. He's projected at 8.8 fantasy points here tonight, averaged 9 fantasy points per game on the season this year, and scored 0 and 10 fantasy points in the last 2 games. So I like Omar Narvaez here versus Trevor Cahill. Okay everyone, it's time to announce the winner of our $100 weekly comment contest. And the winner is Jerry Skalberg. Jerry Skalberg, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's $100 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Adam Frazier batting against Brett Anderson. Adam Frazier, he's batting a .651 OPS versus lefties, and Brett Anderson is giving up a .745 OPS versus lefties. Adam Frazier is 4 for 6 with a .667 batting average and a 1.381 OPS versus Anderson. He's $2,900 FanDuel salary, and he's $800 more on DraftKings. Projected at 10.1 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaged 12 fantasy points per game on the season, and he scored 22, 9, and 25 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Adam Frazier here versus Brett Anderson. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. I like Ty France with a 47% batting advantage over Zach Greinke. Ty France is batting 24% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .935 OPS versus righties. And Zach Greinke, he pitches his worst ball versus righty batters, 23% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .854 OPS versus righties. And Ty France is 2 for 6, batting a .333 batting average and a .833 OPS versus Greinke. Ty France is $3,000 FanDuel salary, and he's $600 more on DraftKings. So I like that price on both sites. Projected at 10.3 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaged 11 fantasy points per game on the season, and he scored 19, 0, and 19 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Ty France here versus Zach Greinke. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. I like Carlos Correa, batting against a low salary pitcher, Chris Flexen. Carlos Correa is batting a .713 OPS versus righties. And Chris Flexen throws his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .844 OPS versus righties. Carlos Correa is 1 for 2, batting .500 with a 1.167 OPS versus Flexen. Carlos Correa is $3,000 FanDuel salary and $1,800 more on DraftKings. Projected at 9.3 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaged 10 fantasy points per game on the season and scored 6 and 3 fantasy points in his last 2 games. So I like Carlos Correa here versus Chris Flexen.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the outfield position. So didn't do that well yesterday, but I'm going to go with him again tonight. I like Nelson Cruz with a 47% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Jose Quintana. Nelson Cruz bats 29% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a 1.352 OPS versus lefties. And Jose Quintana pitches his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .849 OPS versus righties. That's 19% worse than his pitch to lefties. And Nelson Cruz is 7 for 23 with a .304 batting average and a .768 OPS versus Quintana. He's $3,800 FanDuel salary and $2,000 more on DraftKings. Projected at 12 fantasy points here tonight. He's averaged 13 fantasy points per game on the season and scored 3, 3, and 9 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I think he's due for a big game here. So I like Nelson Cruz here versus Jose Quintana.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.